So what's up guys, today we got another grow our garden video. So in this video I'm gonna be telling you the top 5 must-have pets in grow our garden after the pet mutation update. So on the 5th spot we have the Racoon. So a Racoon is a limited event divine pet added during the Lunar Glow event. So you can get the Racoon from a night egg which has a 0.1% chance, or you can spend Robux and buy the exotic night egg which you have a 1% chance to get the Racoon. So what makes Racoon at number 5? So the passive is that every 50 minutes it goes to another player plot and steals/duplicate a random crop and gives it to the player, and it also steals the fruit with the mutation. So if you get a fruit with a lot of mutations, and if the Racoon steals it, it will also steal the mutation, not only just the fruit. So if you get a plant worth 1 trillion, and you can actually duplicate 1 trillion every 20 to 15 minutes with no sweat at all. But the reason I put it at number 5 is that if you can't AFK, or if you don't have anyone with 1 trillion fruit, it's quite difficult to use this pet. So now moving on to the 4th spot, we have the Mimic Octopus, which is a new pet added during the summer harvest event. The octopus could be hatched with a 1% chance from the paradise egg. What does the Mimic Octopus do? It has a passive called the Mimicry. Every 20 minutes, it mimics and copies an ability from another pet and performs its ability. So basically, if you have a dragonfly and you put down the Mimic Octopus, you basically have 2 dragonflies. What makes it worse than the original dragonfly? It is because it has a higher cooldown. So that was our number 4 spot, and now moving on to the top 3 must-have pets. So at the number 3 spot we have the Disco Bee. So the Disco Bee is a divine pet added during the friendship update. So it can be hatched from an anti-bee egg with a 0.25% chance to get. So it has a passive where every 50 minutes it has 12% chance for a nearby fruit to become disco, in which the disco mutation has a value of 125x. The Disco Bee is the only pet currently capable of giving out the disco mutation, as it is not possible to get it through any other means. And the only other way to get the disco mutation is by admin abuse. And the Disco Bee is currently the rarest pet available in Grow a Garden. So for the Disco Bee, you are basically getting a mutation that is currently unobtainable through any other means. So that's why it's at number 3. So now moving on to our last 2 pets. For the number 2, we have the Dragonfly. So the Dragonfly is a divine tier pet added during the animal update, and you can get a Dragonfly from a bug egg with a 1% chance to get. And what does the Dragonfly does is that every 5 minutes one random crop will turn golden. So it is basically applying the gold mutation directly. This is the one of the first divine pets to be released in the game. Hear me out in this. So let's say you are doing the sprinkler method. You got a really huge crop like this big bone blossom, but it's not golden. As you can see, my crop is not golden. So that fruit now is useless. And getting gold mutation or rainbow mutation from the sprinkler method with a giant fruit is not easy. So instead of wasting time and resources, why not slap a Dragonfly and you're good to go in like 5 minutes. And this way no big crops will go to waste. So this makes the sprinkler method much more efficient and more usable. And the number 1 spot we have the Butterfly. So the Butterfly is a mythical pet introduced during the friendship update. So the Butterfly has a 1% chance to get from the entire bee egg. So what does a butterfly does is that it has a passive called the rainbow flutter. So every 30 minutes it flies to a nearby fruit with 5 mutation, removes all the mutation and then turns it rainbow, ignores favorited fruit. So it is the only pet that can apply the rainbow mutation. Wow! It has the same situation as the butterfly. You did the sprinkler method, you got a big crop, but you didn't get rainbow or gold mutation. And so get 5 mutation on it, slap down a butterfly and favorite all of the other things so that it doesn't apply it to the wrong thing, and boom, you have a big crop with the rainbow mutation. An easy rainbow mutation with a bit of patience. And also it doesn't work if it has the gold mutation, because the gold mutation is a growth mutation, not an environmental mutation. So it will only work if you have 5 environmental mutation. So just slap another mutation on it and you're good to go. So yeah, that's my top 5 must-have pets in Grow a Garden. And if you have any question about any pet, please free to ask them in comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next Grow a Garden video.